Hey guys, welcome back. This is Celestial Estelle here, and I'm back with another video. I wanted to do a collective reading for you guys today because even as I woke up this morning, I heard this voice in my head. I'm sorry for the wind, for the noise. I'm outside, obviously. But the message that I heard was, how much longer will you wait? Or how much longer will you let the divine, let spirit wait for you? For a lot of us, we have to come to a realization that there's not really anywhere else for us to go. There's nowhere that you'll feel safer than inside yourself and in the comfort of the divine, of spirit. That's what's truly home. And we see that when we continuously try to create relationships, or we try to seek material possessions or earthly things, something happens where either we're a bottomless pit where we don't get filled up, or disaster arises, we sabotage it, or something happens because we don't think that it's good enough, or we don't think that we're good enough for what's being received, right? What's being given to us. And why does that continuously happen? Because when we were born the way the divine, that spirit, saw us. The same way that spirit is what we were. Good, full of love, and inherently valuable. And as we come through this world, this life, the way that it's set up with society and this dogma and the indoctrination, it beats us and breaks us down. So we fail to realize who we really are. We fail to realize that inherent goodness, that peace, that love that sits inside all of us, each and every part of us, that exists behind the mask that we wear. And for a lot of us, we're unable to access it, but more and more of us are waking up. And for some of us, we still need to wake up. So I'm being called here today to ask, how much longer will you wait? What is it going to take for you to journal, to sit down with yourself, to speak to yourself, to be comfortable with the uncomfortable parts of yourself? I want to pull up, oh my God, a moon oracle message card for you guys. I'm going to pull two because I feel as though some of you guys, when you guys saw the title, and when I put the title of this video, you guys are going to be drawn to this because you guys are manifesting something in terms of your career, manifesting material things, whatever it may be. It's manifesting something material. Very rarely do we see people wanting to manifest a deeper connection with spirit, a deeper connection with the divine. And they don't understand that through that deeper connection, all of those things come second, because that's what the divine has to offer. The divine was already going to give that to you. But they fail to realize that they can also have a relationship that will last a lifetime, a relationship that can weather any storm. So the oracle message that I got for you guys is, or the collective, including myself, is have faith in your dreams, the waxing crescent moon, which is a very beautiful card to get at this time period. I know a lot of us are frustrated, are tired, especially coming out of a pandemic. We're still in a pandemic. We're still scared. We're still in crisis. And a lot of us are experiencing crisis after crisis after crisis with no actual break in between. We're experiencing problems after problems, dilemmas after dilemmas, and there's no real vacation. There's no palate cleanser, so to speak. There's nothing that we can really do. We're just to really rest or recuperate while in the midst of trying to create something better for ourselves. So Spirit is calling on me today to say that no matter what your situation with your two eyes, what you see, what it looks like, things are changing. Don't be deceived by what you see physically. Don't be deceived by that. Because what happens in the spiritual realm, time is different. So the things that you have prayed for, the things that you have tried to manifest, the things that you've thought, your affirmations, the corrections that you've made, the mental notes that you've made internally, the reprogramming that you're doing that you think is not working, it's working. But like I said, in the spiritual realm, time is different. Time operates differently. The past, present, and future is all one. The past, present, and future is all one. So things are happening, but Spirit doesn't want you to see everything, because in times of frustration, in times of strife, in times of insecurity, in times of fear, Spirit wants you to take those feelings. Take those feelings to the divine. Take those feelings to Spirit, because they can work with anything. They can work with anything that you give them, collective. They can work with anything that you give them. How much longer will you wait? As this wind washes over me, I'm feeling cleansed and regenerated. I just feel as though we are in the midst of change, you guys. That's what I want to say. We're in the midst of change. We are changing. We're changing the way that we think about ourselves. We're changing our habits. We're changing the way that we speak to ourselves. We're changing the way that we engage with other people. We're changing these things. And as we're changing those things, our environment is changing. The way that Spirit views us. The thing is that Spirit always had love, and Spirit has always had respect. But that doesn't mean that you don't surprise Spirit, or that you don't wow Spirit, or you don't shock Spirit with what you're able to do, with the transformations that you're able to make, with the adjustments that you're able to navigate, with your flexibility, your ability to bounce back on your feet stronger and faster than last time. That's a gift. That's a skill. And for a lot of you guys have been in sticky situations. You guys have been in sticky situations that reflected a time period that you were in the past. But this time, you have the skills, you have the knowledge, you have the experience to say, no, I'm not going to engage in that. I'm not going to do that, because where did that get me last time? Where did that get me last time? And with this experience, you guys realize how strong and how powerful you really are, because you were able not to fall for the trap. We have Cardinal Moon. Be bold and make the first move. It's time to put ourselves out there, you guys. Don't be afraid. Just don't be afraid. Because with the amount of fear, with the amount of anger, with the amount of trauma that you've been through, how much pain that you experience on a day-to-day basis, how much that you've already lost in your life, what do you have to lose? As a collective, what do we have to lose to make? We don't have to be celebrities to fall in love with our lives, to want to transform our lives, to feel as though we deserve something. We don't have to have millions of people appreciating us and glamorizing and living vicariously through our lives to understand that we are worthy and valuable of change, that we deserve love, that we deserve newness, that we deserve a nice life, that we deserve a happy life, that we deserve a life of ease, of peace. We deserve those things. Absolutely. I know a lot of you guys have manifested with the Virgo new moon. And a lot of you guys did some beautiful spell work. I can really pick it up on that energy. And you guys will be surprising yourself, especially within the next 3 to 6 months. You guys will be surprising yourselves with what you're capable of doing. I want to say that even as you thought so much, so many of us have thought so much about the lifestyle that we want. It's taken up so much space in our mind. We have to allow for new thoughts, because we can take things higher. Things can be greater. If you place something in front of spirit, you already know God will double it. God will triple it. God can do that. God is capable of that. Let's pull some more tarot cards here. I haven't pulled any tarot cards. I pulled 2 oracle cards. It says, have faith in your dreams and be bold and make the first move, you guys. Have faith in your dreams, be bold, and make the first move. You have to be bold. Shame is a luxury that a lot of us cannot afford. We already live with so much shame. It's made us so small. Shame has taken so much away from us already. Why let it take the rest of your life? We have 7 of Pentacles here. Why let it take the rest of your life, you guys? Yeah, 5 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, you guys. 7 of Pentacles and 5 of Cups. A lot of us are pushing through on the day-to-day, knowing that we're still grieving. Some of you guys are really putting the work in and in some regards, things might not have been as they've hoped, right? Things aren't looking the same that they looked like when you started. You're not where you want to be, and the road ahead is looking dim. It's looking mournful. It's looking dreary, and a lot of us are tired. I can pick up that energy within the collective. A lot of us are tired. It does not matter how many YouTube videos we consume, how many Instagram videos we like, how many new clothes, new makeup. It doesn't matter what we buy, what we consume. If mentally and spiritually we're not okay, we're not aligned. Like I said, it's like this bottomless pit energy that no matter what you throw down there, you're not satisfied. And collective, I want to say that during this time period, the time period that you're going to be grieving, the thing that people don't understand about God, Spirit, the divine, the God of your understanding, is that God is not necessarily nice. And even though you're grieving, the way that you treated yourself, we always think about karma as something that is done to other people, right? You know what I mean? That you did X, Y, and Z to somebody else, so you're going to reap the karma for it. But you still reap karma for what you do to yourself. So if you deny yourself, if you shame yourself, nobody hurts us more than our parents and ourselves, right? That's a fact. Nobody hurts us more than our parents and ourselves. Our parents are the first people, and maybe our siblings, you know what I mean, your family. These are the first people that you meet in this lifetime, that you form a bond with. These are people that should be your soul family, that you have a soul connection with, that you have karma tied to. You came into this lifetime with these people for a purpose, for a reason. A lot of people's families are narcissistic and cult-like, which even adds to the fact that, adds fuel to the fact that, or the truth that, we are here to learn from our past mistakes, to learn and elevate, and become, I don't know how to form what I want to say, but not necessarily an ascended master, so to speak. But when we look at numerology, how you have life paths, like I'm a life path number 9. And with life path number 9, we've automatically felt very, very old in this lifetime. And we felt as though this is our last lifetime, but we always have this inability to transcend ourselves and move to the master numbers like 11 and 22, things of that nature. And so what I'm saying is that when we fear a connection with the divine, with spirit, because ultimately Having that connection is having a connection with yourself, because what that allows is a blossoming and an opening, a safe place for you to go to, where all these different parts of your mind, all the different parts that have been shamed, all the different parts that have been exiled, all the different parts that have been abused, all the different parts that have been humiliated, that have been downplayed, that have been ridiculed, bullied, they have nowhere to go. And they operate in your subconscious mind, they operate behind you, and they ruin things for you, not because they're trying to. They don't want to ruin things. They want good things to happen for you, for themselves, but they don't know how else to be. So where do you go to that with that? A lot of therapists don't know what to do with that. Where do you go to that? We say, Spirit, you say, God, take these parts, take the part of me, help me understand this part of me that has a trouble doing X, Y, Z. Help me understand this part of me that has an inability to love, that's scared to love. We have 9 of Wands in reverse. A lot of us need to understand that there's seasons for everything, and we're going to be coming into a season where we don't have to struggle, or we don't have to fight anymore. We're going to be coming into that season when things are just going to be making a lot more sense. Life is going to be flowing. Things will be making a lot more sense. Our life purpose will be making a lot more sense. Where we need to go, what direction we need to move in, that will be making a lot more sense. Who's truly there for us, who's not there for us, that will be clear as day for us. Because a lot of us still can't understand, can't wrap our heads around green flags, can't wrap our heads around green flags, yellow flags, and red flags. Some of us still see these red flags in this day and age. Some of us are 25, 26, 30, 42, 66 years old, seeing these red flags and rationalize them and say, oh, well, that's not when it comes to your safety in your life, when it comes to your safety, that is not a time to be rationalizing things. That's not a time to be rationalizing somebody else's behavior if it could potentially harm you. Especially when this is somebody that you don't know and you're saying, oh, well, Estelle, it's so hard to meet people these days. It's not that hard. So, and are you that desperate is the word that I'm going to use. I know it's a hard word to hear. Are you that desperate for connection, for intimacy, that you would accept somebody that was willing to put your life at risk, or put your mental health at risk, put your life, rearrange your life in a way that's not pleasing or beneficial for you? So how long will you wait? How long will you endure that? How long will you go through that? How many chapters of your life will your relationships look like that? So again, I come back to the theme of this reading, you guys, is how long will you wait? How long will you wait to enter communion with the divine, with spirit? How long will you wait to accept and surrender that without this, you cannot move, you cannot breathe, you cannot sleep, you cannot eat? And allow that channel, that energy, allow yourself to be a conduit and move with intention, and see how your life will change. See how your life will change when you move with intention. With you intentionally move with spirit in mind, with the divine in mind, what will happen? I want to pull, I got this new deck, which I really, really love. It's a bunch of affirmations, and I'm pulling one. Spirit, continue to help channel the most accurate messages for the collective here. What they need to know at this time. I think I'm going to be doing a lot more collective readings for you guys, just because sometimes I get downloads throughout the day, but I need not to be selfish. I think that's my problem. I need not to be selfish. Spirit. So show me the card that the collective needs to see, that most resonates with the energy that they need to tap into, the energy they need to move out of. An affirmation that the collective can say to themselves. Spirit, show me the card on the top of the deck. Spirit, show me that card. Oh my God. It's so weird because I can't shuffle it this way, so I have to shuffle it this way. Well, I said show me the card at the top of the deck, right? Let me stop being weird and just... I don't know. I think it's also because I haven't formed a great connection with this deck, so I'm like, I don't... All the other decks, I know exactly when to pull because I've had them for so long. But this deck is brand new. So, the message that we got, is unconditional love, which is definitely... It's unconditional love, which is definitely the message that was needed here. My iPad is dying, so I gotta plug it in really quickly. Okay. Yeah. So it says unconditional love. My heart is free from resentment towards others. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and the beauty in every being. I'm aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see the pure child in everyone and practice forgiveness. This is very beautiful. And I feel as though this was the perfect and exact message that we need to hear. Because this is not only speaking of the unconditional love, that once you surrender to the unconditional love, the spirit of the divine, you'll realize that that love exists within yourself, and you'll have more compassion towards yourself. You guys, a lot of us want so many things, but there's a true, but we're not in it, right? Some of us aren't doing the spiritual work that needs to be done for us to receive some of the blessings. And I'm not saying work as in you have to slave for what you want. No. But the honor, the respect, the love, integrity for life, for yourself, for other human beings, that's needed. That compassion, that empathy for others is needed for yourself. And where does that come from? What charges us? What powers us? Where is that source? Come on, you guys. How long will you wait? How long? My heart is free from resentment towards others. A lot of us have to stop ruminating. This is going back to what I was saying about we're looking so far into the future sometimes. Or we're looking, we're just daydreaming and fantasizing. And some of us are going backwards and looking into the past about the things that we're ashamed of. And it's sitting in our mind, and we're taking up space where we could be thinking of positive things, where we could be thinking of ways that we can transform the relationship that we have with ourselves. We can be thinking about the things that we love. Thinking about the things that we love. A lot of us consume things that we hate. A lot of us do. There's a culture of hate consumption that goes with celebrity culture, what goes with internet culture. Gossip. How much of us are consuming what we love? Actively consuming what we love. You guys, I'm going to pull an affirmation card to close out this reading because I have to do a reading for the signs. I'm going to do a reading for the signs here. So, Spirit, to close out this reading, give me one more affirmation card for the collective. Ooh, we got the card, y'all. So it says, my future is glorious. It says, I now live in limitless love, light, and joy. All is well in my world. That's perfect. And I want to close this out by coming full circle to the first oracle cards that we pulled, which were, have faith in my dreams, have faith in your dreams, which is a huge confirmation. Be bold. So it's basically saying, to close out this reading, y'all, your dreams are coming true. Be bold. Don't let up with what you're doing, right? For those of y'all that are manifesting things, and your future is glorious. But I also want to say, y'all, journal, meditate, pray. Those things are important too. The tarot readings are important. Staying connected on a day-to-day basis is really important, but creating that relationship with your God is really important. That day-to-day relationship, doing that day-to-day work, showing up, giving thanks, expressing gratitude, not even just for spirit, for life, for the people in your life, for what you have. It's so important. All right, that's the message that I had for y'all. I love you guys so much. Make sure you guys hit the like video, or like the like button, and subscribe to this channel. If this reading resonated with you, I hope it did. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys all for being here. Everybody, my new subscribers, old subscribers, it means a lot to me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.